Hey, real quick, want to give you some good news. That 13-year-old we told you at the top of the show, Jason Starks, the young man has been found. So that's all the information we have right now, but we do know that he has been found. So that is good news.
Yeah. I'd like to end on that note. Also, we want to remind you of a phone bank we have benefiting the Texas Organ Sharing Alliance. April is National Donate Life Month, and it's time to celebrate the generous gift donors have given to their recipients at a second chance at life. It's also time to bring awareness to the importance of registering to become an organ, tissue, or eye donor.
Making that decision is an important and personal one. So tomorrow morning, we'll have representatives from the Texas Organ Sharing Alliance on hand to answer any questions that you have and to help sign you up to become a donor. If you already know that you want to become one, you can scan the QR code right there on your screen. It'll take you to the online form so you can fill that out.
All right, well, let's look at the forecast here. We'll be up around 80 today with gusty winds during the afternoon. Cool mornings next couple of mornings. You'll want a coat. In the 40s both Wednesday and Thursday morning, but great weather through the end of the work week. It's this weekend when clouds increase. We get a chance for some showers and storms Saturday night into Sunday morning. And we're still working on that eclipse forecast. Right now we're calling for partly to mostly cloudy skies, guys.
All right. Well, we're getting into the spirit. All I need are some eclipse glasses.
I think this is very
simple. To go
simple.
with my new Fiesta hat.
Viva Fiesta. SA Live starts right
now.
For decades, you've known him as the Spurs Coyote. Now he's taking off the mask and sharing his philosophy on life with his new book, We Chat One-on-One with Rob Wycall. The 2024 Fiesta Kickoff Market is this weekend, filled with local art, clothing, accessories, and more from local artists who've been making it here in San Antonio for over a decade.
Celebrating 10 years, live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
There he is, the Spurs Coyote. Always smile, right? When you see him, it just makes you smile.
Yeah, you're right. That is one thing. You see that and it just makes you smile.
Instant happiness, joy. That's his job, right?
Is it the bug eyes? Is it the ears? Or is it just him?
Everything Spurs, okay, for the diehards fan right here. Yeah.
What would be one of your favorite moments seeing the Coyote?
Well, he came to the show once, right out here, and then he just grabbed me and gave me a big kiss on the side, and they captured that. So, I should have put the photo up. But yeah, that was great. I didn't expect it, but he always stays in character right here.
When I had first moved here many moons ago, and the Coyote was on during the morning show when I was doing the weather, and he started talking about something with this water cannon or whatever, and they finally had to explain it to me because it was right after opening season there at the Alamo Dome, and that water cannon went off, and yeah, and it was always, you always have to be on your toes when you're working with the Coyote.
Yes, indeed. Always a fun time. I'm Jen Tobias-Drusky, by the way, in for Fiona.
Yeah, and I'm at Osterhage, and of course we were talking about the Spurs Coyote, and it's a true representation of San Antonio culture, sharing his love for fans, and of course our amazing San Antonio Spurs.
Yes, and I'm so excited because Rob Wycall, you saw him there on the video. He wore the Coyote fur for 20 years. Okay, so he has this new book, Philosophy on Life. Okay, because there's a lot that he learned just being a mascot. You can't talk, right? But you have to connect with people. So he did try to explain that to me, how he does his skills so well. So we're going to show you that right now. Take a look. So when you are a mascot, there is definitely, a method to it. You have to have some skill, and that's also a good way to tie into the book and how to live your life. So you're going to show me.
Okay, right? Yeah. So I got a cool little story for you, in my opinion.
Yes.
All right. So I say this. When I was a mascot, I would see other guys mascot, and I would say some would go out, and by the way, your boss says, go out there and make the crowd make noise, right? And so this guy takes a noise sign just like this, right? And he runs out and he does this to the crowd. All right, yeah, and runs back. Right. Take that off, get a drink, wipe the face. I did my job, right? I did what my boss said. I always took another approach to that, which is I'm going to go out when they say, now's the time to go do a noise sign. Go out and I'm going to hold it up. And if the crowd doesn't make noise, I'm actually listening versus just doing my job without reacting and without having a relationship with them. So it's just like if you and I are talking, and if I just did something and left without ever wondering, did you respond? What do you think? That's not the way to have a relationship with a person, right? To connect, but to hold it up and be like, they're not making noise. Now I'm gonna say, no, I want noise, right? And I'm gonna work it, and I'm gonna work it till I get the noise.
Yes, I'm totally picturing Coyote do that right there.
Yeah, it's a total bit, right? So I was authentic with the Spurs fans. I feel like that's what created that relationship that they knew when Coyote comes out, he's actually going to be there to want a response from us, and they wanted to give said response, right?
Yes.
I didn't just go out there, hold a sign up, and be inauthentic. That is, hold the sign up and run off. I held it up with a purpose.
Yes.
And I say that's a way to mascot, but it's also a way to live your life.
Oh, I love
right?
that.
You can go through the motions with people, or you can be authentic and real and connect and listen and react accordingly. And that's what I did as Coyote, which is a really weird concept for a mascot, right?
But it makes sense. I love what you're saying.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
That's
and
what's mind-boggling to me is people, other mascots are like, dude, never thought of it. And I'm like, why not?
Exactly. Why not? Right? The way his philosophy on life, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling that. It went deep for us. Okay. Yes, philosophy is out now. It came out yesterday, actually. So you can find it on Amazon.com. In the second half of the show, he'll talk more about that, what you heard there. He gets pretty deep with it, but he learned a lot, you know?
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Because you have to be on, we always say that when we're on television or something like that, but really because you're entertaining, 18,000 people there at the Frost Bake Center.
Yes,
so.
and you can't talk, right? So there's a lot to it. Positively changed his life. So that's the second half of the show.
All right, well, that raises our question. What would your mascot be?
Yes, I just keep saying schnauzer, but I don't know.
Because you have three of them.
I have dogs, but I also have guinea pigs. I don't know. I don't know, schnauzer, the beer, I think that'd be cute. Okay, our producer's saying sunshine. That's very sweet of you.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Grandma used to call me that, so sure.
Or just a smile. She'd be just a big smile. I'm going to go with golden retrievers. I like golden retrievers. Just kind of, easy going, laid back, maybe a little bit lazy at times. I don't know. So anyway,
yes, let us know. There's a QR code on your screen, and let us know what your mascot will be. Share a photo, maybe. Maybe you're a mascot. I don't know. I want to see it.
Yeah. All right, switching gears. Roy Moss Youth Alternatives has been making life-changing differences in kids' lives in San Antonio, and today we get to see the real-life benefits of this wonderful, wonderful program.
Yes, that's right. Joining us now, Julie Healy, the Senior Director of Development and Marketing at Roy Moss Youth Alternatives, and Chef Nieves Hernandez, a former resident. We saw your photos up there. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you. All right, we are decked out for Fiesta, and the favorite Fiesta food, Chef, is
chicken on a stick.
All right.
My favorite. Yeah.
How do we make? Oops, sorry. How do we make it?
Okay, we just start off with getting your chicken and you pounding it out, getting it a little thin so it cooks a little bit faster for you.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the secret though is
the spices in your flour.
All right. So
So
what?
I pounded all of this out last night in my kitchen. So if I can do it, everyone watching this can do it as well.
And yours looks beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. I made these, just so you know.
Beautiful. Do we need to add more seasoning? She's very proud. I like that.
I'm
No, it
very
looks
proud.
good. It
Yeah.
looks good.
It needed more seasoning though, so
Okay.
don't go light. Don't
So
go
do we
light.
add some of this in here first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you tell me
So
when.
pounding it out instead of a whole chicken breast, does that make it cook more evenly? Or?
Makes it cook faster.
Makes it cook, okay.
Because when you have a thick piece of chicken, it just takes longer, and you think it's ready, but it's really raw inside.
Okay, and then you bite into that thick portion of it.
You want
the
it
other portions.
thin
Okay.
and like very kind of uniform, like a
Okay.
little chicken patty.
All right, so we put the chicken in here, and we're going to get those spices all in there. And you say sometimes actually taste the raw flour.
Yeah,
To see if you
sometimes
got
you
enough
just want to dip your finger. You don't want to lick your finger. You want to
You should lick it a lot, Mike, and then put it back in and then put it in other people's.
It's like double dipping with the chicken, right? I don't. At least
That's
not on
good you
air.
asked
So.
before this.
All right, so just stretch this. And then, and I didn't realize this because I've never seen this before, in the egg wash, what else did you put in there?
put heavy cream.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
the
good
thicker
stuff.
the thicker the milk, the more it's going to stick to your chicken.
Okay. And next we go to, of course, the breadcrumbs.
The breadcrumbs.
Panko, and I wanted to get cornmeal, and Nieve said, no, get the panko. So I said, okay, you're the chef, I'll do it.
He's the chef. And you were also a resident at Roy Moss.
Yes, I was. I was there back in the 80s, like 82, 83. I was there till I was the age of 16.
How did that help you in your life?
Well, it helped me in life. It helped me to stay out of trouble. I got to learn what family was really about. And they took real good care of me. So I learned a lot from them. That's where I learned how to start what I wanted to do in life is being a chef.
And then, of course, you wanted to immediately turn around and kind of give back, even at a very young age, right?
Yes. When I left there at the age of 16, I wanted to. Actually, I wanted to stay, but I couldn't stay because it was time for me to go.
Okay.
So I had to figure something out how to go back. So I made the phone call and said, you know what, I want to come by and cook your Thanksgiving dinner. 38 years later, I was still doing the same thing every year.
Cooked for our children for 38 years Thanksgiving meal and still does it.
That's absolutely
He's a real
fantastic.
gift to us.
Tell folks about Roy Moss, Julie.
So Roy Moss has been around since the 70s, so about 47 years, and it was founded by Roy Moss, who was also friends with Greg Popovich, and Nieves knew Roy, which is amazing because we lost Roy at a young age to cancer. But what we do is, right now it's National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And so we are creating awareness for that. Of course, we want to have awareness that the maltreatment of children is not okay all the time, but this is a month where we shine an extra special light on it. So what we do is we have 3 residential programs for children who are currently in the Texas foster care system, which means that they're no longer with their parents due to neglect or abuse. In addition, we have a counseling center, and that means that families who are at risk of entering the foster care system, losing their kids, or they just need extra help and resources, they can come to us and we'll help them.
And you said even though the kids are the wards of the state only pays about half of it, so donations are greatly accepted for all the different programs that you have, right?
They're needed. The state only funds about half of the cost of care for children who are under their conservatorship. So it's our responsibility to ask the public to help us raise the balance privately.
It is a great organization, and Chef, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef. And
Thank you as well.
There's one name you cook for, because you cook for some really cool people.
He's got some fancy people on his roster.
I cook for George Lucas, I cook for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And
so cool.
George
Thank
W.
you,
Bush
Chef.
when he was governor. So if you'd like more information on Roy Moss Youth Alternatives, head over to SALive.com, click on the SC on SA Live tab, where we have provided a link, and just scan that QR code right there on your screen. Again, thank you both very much. All right, when SA Live continues with a winner of a Master Junior Chef. She's judging a barbecue event that's helping kids in San Antonio.
Viva Fiesta! Gear up for the big party. Local artisans unite for a special event this weekend to kick off Fiesta in Southtown. That's next on SA Live.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, it is time to support local, and a collective of artists have gathered to kick off everyone's favorite event. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Viva Fiesta! Yes, and here to tell us about what you can expect at the 2024 Fiesta Kickoff Market is Sylvia Tejarina, the owner of The Artisan. And like we said earlier, the glasses.
Yeah.
These glasses are beautiful.
Fiesta glasses match your t-shirt. All right, tell us about The Artisan, though.
The Artisan. We are a gift shop and boutique located here in the Southtown Arts District, where we predominantly sell brand lines, but also local artisan goods. And so we have about 12 local artists within our shop, and we sell anything from clothing to art, home decor. We have a little bit of everything for everybody.
I love that. So we're looking at some art right now. Tell me
Yes.
about this one here.
Okay,
Wow,
this
it's
is
so
from
pretty.
Anthony Tafoya. He's actually he's an artist that's going to be at our market this Saturday at the Fiesta Kickoff Market. We also have some embroidered clothing for men. Here's the embroidered guayabera. And then we have some embroidered t-shirts for children.
So basically anything you need for Fiesta.
Yeah, we have it. Yep.
Fiesta time of year or
Yeah.
not, you can get it at your place.
That's right. We also we serve as a creative working studio too, so we do custom embroidery for local customers as well as businesses within the U.S.
And then you've got the big event coming up on Saturday,
Yes,
right?
the Fiesta Kickoff Market. We're co-hosting with Manuel and Maria Artists, and this is our 3rd annual, so we're just really excited to bring that back. And we've had a lot of fun putting it together, and we're just kicking off this Fiesta season. We're just encouraging everybody to come out and support local artists and local businesses.
I love that. And these are really pretty too.
Yeah, this is a beautiful Mexican line of recycled material. It's their purses, their crossbody purses, as well as that tote over there. And they are just, fun, colorful, easy to clean.
Yeah, the nice thing is, because you look at them, it's like, oh, that's so pretty, but it's too delicate. No, it's recycled. You can take this to the beach if you want to, right?
Yep. Wipe it off. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're going to Nyosa
Get it dirty with the
and
taco,
with the
get
little
it-
tote. Yeah.
That's right. You just wipe it right off.
And the earrings are beautiful.
Yes, this is actually a couple of different artists we have. They're made out of polymer clay, and these particular vendors will be at our Fiesta Market this Saturday as well.
So cute. And Mike really liked this right here. I got a little confused if you could see the candle here.
We love our margaritas, and this is not a margarita or guacamole, I should say. It is a candle, right?
It is a margarita candle, yes. It
so
smells
fun.
like a margarita.
Which make people think twice when they walk in your house, and it just smells like margarita. But hey, what the heck? It's Fiesta. So,
Yes.
and getting all these local artists together, like you said, this is a perfect spot for them because some of them do pop-ups and things, but to have a brick and mortar like this,
this
right?
is their time to shine. We have about over 30 vendors that'll be there with their Fiesta-related merchandise.
And then also at King William.
Yes, the Artisan, will have a booth at the King William Fair. We've been there for the last 2-3 years, so we're excited to be a part of it as well this year.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, I love the wreath too, by the way. So many things you can find there. Again, the market will take place Saturday, April 6th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Brick Blue Star Arts Complex at 108 Blue Star. For more information on the 2024 Fiesta Kickoff Market, you can head to our website, salive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we have provided a link. Thank you.
All right, she's only 12 years old, but she's already a master chef. Come see her not cook, but be a judge at a competition that's cooking up great food for a great cause.
See clearly this spring. Ditch your glasses and contacts and get a deal on a life-changing eye procedure. Stick around. Details are next.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, the trees are budding, the flowers, well, they are blooming, and we are springing into spring. And you can spring into New Vision safely with hundreds of dollars in savings. And Richard Doinoff, Director of Operations at Manrique Custom Vision, is here to tell us about the big discount he's got for you folks watching right there from home. And the discount is on Z LASIK. What does it treat?
We correct nearsightedness, farsightedness, even astigmatism. The total procedure time is under 10 seconds tonight to make you see correctly. And the most amazing thing, like we always talk about, is you actually see immediately after the procedure.
And you touched it all on, already. What is the procedure like? Quick, okay? And walk us through it for those that don't know.
The longest part of it's a free consultation we offer all your viewers. They come in, we do some testing. They'll meet with one of the consultants. We go over the testing with them, set them up with financing, whatever they need. And then when they come in for the procedure, they'll meet with Dr. Manrique. The key to this whole thing, forget everything else, is Dr. Manrique. He performs all the procedures. He takes a good care of you. He knows that everybody has a different stress level, and he addresses it while he's there. You don't even know he's doing it. And it's over.
And it's over. And like you said, just a few seconds an eye, and recovery pretty quick as well, right?
Absolutely. Most people enjoy having their best correctable vision the next day. Although we do know that people do have different healing processes, so when they come in, we actually go over everything with them so they're well prepared for it.
And let's talk about the response you get afterwards, because it's incredible.
Most of the patients get up and they put their hands over their mouth or whatever because they can't believe that they see the clock. They can't believe they see Rocky actually across from them taking her picture for the Facebook page. But all of them, not all of them, over 80% will always tell me, I wish I had done this sooner when I first saw you with Fiona or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
And so Dr. Manrique is a board-certified ophthalmologist with more than 20 years experience. How many of these procedures has he done now?
Laser vision corrections were well above 70,000, and our 25th anniversary is coming up here in October. I think we're going to be well over 100,000 total refractive procedures, so he's done quite a few.
And that's the thing, is that when folks come in, he's the one who's going to do the procedure, right?
That's a great point. We're not like other practices where you don't know who you're getting. You always know with us it's going to be Dr. Manrique.
All right, and VIP treatment for everybody who walks through the door?
You don't got to be Fiona or Mike or whoever. I mean, no, he does. He treats everybody like a family member. We have a philosophy at the clinic. I mean, you're coming in, you're trusting us. We want you to feel like you're part of us while you're there.
And special deal, we've got it up on the screen.
I can see it.
Yes, you can see it because you've done this.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Up to $1,500 off your Z-LASIK procedure for bilateral procedures for qualified eyes. Just real quick for the viewers, that's not for cataract surgery. Cataract surgery is a totally different thing if you need it.
All right, so keep that in mind. So all you have to do is call today to get into the Spring into New Vision special. Call and schedule your complimentary VIP consultation today to get up to $1,500 off your bilateral procedure for qualified eyes. Just scan the QR code on your screen or call 210-354-2020. That's 210-354-2020. You can also text LASIK to 45384. Manrique Custom Vision is on La Cantera Parkway on the far northwest side. Richard, thank you so much.
Fiona, great to see you.
You too.
All right, spring into action before that summer heat arrives. We go inside Cowboys Air Conditioning and Heating for a look at its new facility on the north side.
And Master Chef Junior winner Ray Barker joins me. Oh, we're gonna add some sauce to that, right?
Yeah.
All right, she's going to be a judge at a big barbecue event that's benefiting the Boys and Girls Club and the Salvation Army. That's next on SA Live. That looks great. Grilling for a good cause. Take a look at this 12-year-old 2023 Master Chef Junior champion, Chef Ray Barker, known as Little Green Guy. Okay, you can find her this weekend as a judge at the annual Mike Taylor Barbecue Cook-Off.
And joining us right now is the judge herself, Ray Parker, and Mike Taylor himself in the building. And we have got, it's for all big, great cause, obviously. We're going to talk more about that in a second. First of all, what are you making over there, Judge?
What did you bring for us?
So, I am making y'all a coleslaw pulled pork slider, and this is just
Tell me what's in the slaw, yeah.
This is, it is purple cabbage, regular cabbage, matchstick carrots, mayonnaise, white wine vinegar, and a
deliciousness. It's made with love.
Yes,
That's all we got to say here. Well, do we need to add more sauce to this?
Yes.
No, you think a little bit more?
A little bit
okay, so
more.
we're going to build some sliders. And, you know, Mike, you were saying, Mike Taylor was saying earlier that you have this real pro here, right? That's going to be a judge. Are you excited about that?
Oh, I'm definitely excited for that. I can't wait to judge and see what everybody's going to put to the plate.
That's kind of putting everybody on the spot right now, Mike. So how many years has this been going on? And this is the first time you really kind of classed up the event with a professional judge.
Well, we started off, we were just going to have a backyard barbecue with some dudes and beer, and it's turned into this Taylor Palooza, which I'm super thankful to the Salvation Army for letting us do. But we always have a bunch of really pretty, skinny news people, no offense,
Okay,
as our
skinny,
judges.
so yes,
as our
not pretty
judges.
either, so.
I'm like, let's get some actual chefs in here this year, so they go and get this master chef from South Texas in here. So I'm super stoked to have her.
All right. Now, when you are judging something, Ray, what do you look for in the food? Because our neighbors, La Margarita, brought over some barbecue here. So will you give it your official, once over there? And we've got a piece for you right there. So let's see. That's some of the sausage. What do you think? I know it's hard to talk with your mouth full, and that's the wrong thing to do in television. So, well, what are you looking for? It's kind of the depth of the food and the flavors?
Yes, sir. I'm really looking for a nice blend of flavors, like not overpowering or not underpowering, just like that perfect wow factor. And this actually has a pretty good seasoning to it. Honestly, there's nothing bad that I could say because it tastes really good. So they did a really good job on this.
She is talking.
Already the best judge we've ever had. Already.
Goodness. What are all the nuts and bolts, whys and wherefores with the event coming up?
Saturday morning, 10 a.m. I saw in the weather it's going to be drizzly in the morning only, so that's good. We've been praying for good weather, so we'll be out there all day at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club on Peacock Avenue on the west side, right by Woodlawn Lake. It's the 6th time we've done it, Mike, and we've raised a lot of money, I'm proud to say, as a committee, as a group of people, for kids on that side of town that need a place like that Boys and Girls Club.
And how can folks get tickets and how much are they?
Well, you can go to the Salvation Army's local website here in town. You can direct message me. I'll drive tickets to you, or I'll send you a link where you can scan a QR code. They're $25 for VIP, $10 for drive up and take with you plates. So there's an array of prices, and none of them are too expensive. And we got a discount this year. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
So if you go online and order and use my promo code Mike, M-I-K-E, you get $5 off.
Wonderful.
This thing's gotten big time. We have promo codes now.
We got beef, pork, chicken brisket. What are you going to be judging, right?
I'm going to be judging specialty And I am really excited because I want to see so much creativity in the plate, and I want to see, like I said with the sausage, I want to see a nice blend of flavors, not too much salt, not too much pepper, and I want to just have like that nice blend of just amazing flavors. I just want creativity.
These sweat right now.
The teams, these are a bunch of just local dudes. Go easy on them. They're not Master Chef contestants, but be kind.
Your one secret when you cook is what?
Well, when I cook, just make sure you put a whole bunch of love into it.
Oh, yes. And you've been cooking since you were 5 years old, right?
Yes, I have.
What's your favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing to make is ragu alla bolognese on polenta. It's a Italian dish. It takes 8 hours to cook, so
that's why you said you couldn't bring it today, right?
Yes.
You said to be a guest on the show next week. The whole show. So thank you, dear.
Yes,
you were absolutely wonderful.
Yes,
great event, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
Mike. Thank you, Chef Ray. Again, Mike Taylor's Barbecue Cook-Off is this Saturday, April 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Peacock Boys and Girls Club located at 615 Peacock Avenue near Woodlawn Lake. It benefits the Salvation Army and the Peacock Boys and Girls Club. For more information, head to salive.com and click the As Seen on SA Live tab.
It's a book by a mascot, but it's not about necessarily being a mascot. It's about being a friend and a coworker and a father and a son and a spouse. It's about being a human being.
We chat one-on-one with Rob Wycall, the former Spurs Coyote, about his new book out this week.
Plus, it is National Public Health Week, what you can do to stay healthy, and the free event you don't want to miss. But right now, those questions.
Yes, which mascot would you be? I want to know. I'm going to ask Chef Ray which one she wants to be.
Iced
coffee. Oh, our producer. Yes, that's perfect, John Marr. An iced coffee cup. Yes, he loves his coffee. That's perfect.
Well, they install your AC and heating, but going through a little bit, or I should say a lot of construction of their own here at the new Cowboys AC and heating facility, and offering a fantastic deal to celebrate. We're out here at the new Blanco Road location with owner Al Martinez. Good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you, Mike.
Okay, new facility. You can still smell the fresh paint here. So why the new place right here on Blanco Road?
To better serve our customers. It's the heart of San Antonio. I graduated right down the road at Robert E. Lee, and what better place to, just start a new chapter in Cowboys Air Conditioning Heating.
And not just taking care of customers with repairing and putting in new, but you're also in the process of building a school back here for potential techs, right?
Yes, absolutely. I want to get back to the trades that basically has given me all this. And so what we're trying to do, we're reaching out to high schools. We're offering a free ride-along for high school seniors that are getting ready to graduate. Not everybody has to go to college, though I do agree my CPA and my lawyer to go to college, but not everybody needs to go to college. And so that's what we're doing.
And this is definitely a profession that's in demand because we all know with San Antonio growing and the population is growing by leaps and bounds, and you got to have AC down here.
Absolutely, and we're losing technicians. Our technicians, it's a dying breed. And so what I want to do is bring that back.
Now, if somebody wants the schools up and running here with the lab and hands-on with all the equipment, how long would it take to become certified as an AC heating tech?
Anywhere between 8 and 12 months is what we're looking at.
Okay, and this is not just for high school students, but even anybody else that maybe is looking for a career change.
You know what? We want good-hearted people. We want San Antonio people. And if we can teach you the trades, we just need good-hearted people that care about other people.
And like we were talking about, this is a career that some careers come and go. This one's staying.
It's gonna stay for a while.
As long as it stays hot down here.
Absolutely. That's your job.
And also to celebrate, though, you've got a special for everyone that needs AC, right?
Absolutely. Right now we're offering 0% financing and no payments for a whole year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, you can't beat that if you're looking for a new AC system.
Absolutely.
So don't forget, get 0% financing and no payments for a year at Cowboys AC and Heating. Just give them a call at 210-495-7771. And for more information, visit the website, cowboysac.com.
health is more than just healthcare. It's the steps we take to make sure our neighborhoods and communities are healthy and safe. When people have access to quality care and education, they can live happier and healthier lives. One program offering that education and care is the Metro Health STI Prevention and Control Program. And today we're with Dr. Anita Gurian, Deputy Director of San Antonio Metro Health District, to learn a little bit more about it. Thank you so much for having us here, Doctor.
Thank you.
So tell us about the services offered at the STI clinics.
So the STI Control and Prevention Program at Metro Health, we offer an array of services related to sexually transmitted infections like screening, testing, treatment, evaluation, and counseling. We offer all of these services both in our clinic, which is located at 512 East Highland Boulevard, and also at our outreach event using our mobile clinics. In addition, we also offer PrEP, which is a safe and effective option to prevent HIV, and this service is offered at our clinic location.
And of course, it is important to get tested, but tell us why and how often folks should get tested.
So most sexually transmitted infections exhibit symptoms that mimic other diseases. So if you don't specifically test for them, there is a chance that you miss the diagnosis and the disease can progress undetected, resulting in severe complications. Some sexually transmitted infections can also be asymptomatic, which means that they do not exhibit any symptoms, and this is particularly dangerous because, like I mentioned earlier, the disease can go undetected for a long time, and it also increases the likelihood of spreading to others unknowingly. So we recommend that if you're sexually active, to get tested at least once every year for sexually transmitted infection. This is the most important thing you can do to protect your health.
And so does one need an appointment to get tested?
Good question. No appointments needed, both in our clinic as well as our mobile events. Our clinic is open Monday through Friday, 7:45 to 4:30 p.m. On Wednesdays, we also have an extended evening clinic hours, so on Wednesdays, we have clinic hours from 7:45 to 7:30 p.m. And of course, no appointments needed for our mobile events. And if you're interested in looking at the event calendar, it's posted up on our website on a weekly basis.
So all the information can be found there. So what kind of STI prevention services will be offered during Metro Health's Public Health Fest?
So the Public Health Fest, we offer all the services that I mentioned earlier. There will be screening, testing, counseling, treatment for sexually transmitted infections.
And tell folks when and where.
So the event is happening during the National Public Health Week, and it's at Mission County Park between 3 to 6 p.m. on Thursday, April 4th. And if you are interested in learning more about public health, not just our sexually transmitted infections control and prevention program, we have most of our programs that will be housed there during that fest.
Okay.
So come on down, see us, get to know us better.
And of course, when you come on down, KSAT is going to be giving solar eclipse glasses out at that event as well. Metro Health's Public Health Fest will take place Thursday, April 4th from 3 to 6 p.m. at Mission County Park. For more information on Metro Health, give them a call at 210-207-8830 or visit the website sanantonio.gov/health. Once again, Dr. Gurian, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a slam dunk. More history from this former Spurs Coyote's new book. Next, what you can learn from our furry friend's life story. He's the face behind one of the most beloved mascots in the country. And I'd say here in San Antonio, we have a huge love for the Spurs Coyote. Rob Wyckoff joins me now.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Okay, so let's talk about this book. You have quite a connection. Obviously, you were a mascot for years.
Yes.
And you've tied that into this philosophy of life.
My philosophy of life. Yes, yes. I say it's sort of life lessons I learned from wearing fur for a living.
Yes. Okay. And what made you want to write this book?
So when I left the Spurs, people would always be like, you should, tell your story. I want to hear stories. I want to hear stories. And so I started to write these stories down and really what they meant to me. I wanted them to be more than just, hey, this fun thing happened, but what did I garner from that? What did I learn? And then how can I tell other people this is what you can take from that?
Yes.
And so started writing these down, and eventually it became a book.
Got it.
So it's 12 lessons that I learned, right? from being a mascot.
Yes, and so much joy that you have brought to fans, and obviously going to events.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sure all that you've taken with you on the many other jobs you've had moving forward,
Yes,
right?
and of course I use all of that today in business still, right? How to connect with people. I would say over that span of 20 years, I interacted with probably 20 million people, right? So it's those interactions that I've taken and now am able to better connect with people, right? And so I sort of call myself this weird little human interaction expert because that's all I've ever done is interacted with a ton of people.
On your form that you gave me.
Yeah,
you mastered that in a way.
It's weird,
right?
And I say in the book, when I started mascotting, I never imagined there would be any redeeming effect of it, right? You're just being a mascot. But as I mascoted, I learned that there's so much of life in being a mascot, of being silent, of listening to others, of making other people happy that makes you happy. All those little things. Less is more was one of my mantras. Keep it simple, right? Yes. Keep it simple. That was sort of my thing as Coyote. And what I found success is when I was simple and when there was less is more, and I try to use that in life today.
Yes, and you still carry the Spurs mantra, right, with you
yes,
today?
And which of course also is on the ring, pound the rock.
Bam. See it again?
Is that Spurs mantra that I talk about a lot, which is teamwork, do your job, and do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah, wonderful. Where can people find your book?
So, Amazon.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Thank you so much, Jen.
All right, where's
I
the sign?
appreciate
I'm gonna try this here.
Yeah, get it going, girl.
I'm gonna give you the ring back so I don't drop that. Okay, so not this, right?
Right. Hold it and yeah. What if they're not making noise? You're like, hold on, come on. I need a little. Come on.
Yeah, I need a costume.
Classic Coyote.
Yes, all right.
You're ready.
Thank you so much.
You are ready. You have graduated
job,
from mascot
all
school.
Right. For more information on this amazing book, Philosophy, you can head to our website, salive.com. Click the As Seen on SA Live tab or scan the QR code that is on your screen. Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, everyone in San Antonio, for what you've done for me and given me. And I just feel like this is giving back. So thank you.
Make some noise, all right? This coffee house is a rockin'. We take you inside this musically inspired shop serving coffee, protein shakes, and good eats too. That and much more tomorrow at 1 o'clock right here on SA Live. Earlier we asked you, what would your mascot be? We asked you to scan that code there. Okay, a black cat. Tomcat, yes, a black cat.
I like that one. A secretary bird. I like that one, Birdie.
Okay, I can see that, yes. A chihuahua. This is Cheech. Oh, Cheech. So it's got to have a little teeth, right? It's all about the detail.
My mascot are Poodles, Coco, and Chanel. Second bottles, the SA Royals. I love that.
Oh, yeah. They should totally make them into mascots. They're beautiful dogs. Okay, what about a chicken on a stick mascot? I wear that
would be a good
costume.
one.
Yes, Viva Fiesta. Look
See
at
you
that.
all.